Well, hello. Today, Limbo. I've heard too many people sit there and say that Limbo is, like Corvax, that he's trash, bottom of the feeder barrel. I don't think they're giving him the just due desserts. But then again, he's got this little trick. Rift Torrent. So, if you cast this inside of Cataclysm, and every enemy you hit increases stacking an amount of damage to everything you do. Abilities, weapons, take a pick. Any damage Limbo does, literally. Oh, and there's no maximum. So, a little demonstration. Yeah, we'll just do the Sly Volpaya. It doesn't matter what enemy that is. Oh, that's weird. Give me 1 second. There we go. So, I'll throw down 2 Noko mushrooms for the energy. Throw up the Cataclysm. Now, that's 1,364.4% extra damage to everything inside this limbo realm. So I have no problems melting anything with limbo. Just to, put that to rest. Limbo's mean. From there, it's about 2 things specifically, though. You need Cataclysm to have the most radius, because the more enemies you got trapped in the bubble, the bigger it is. The more, I mean, I've seen 2, 3 thousand, no problem. So the bigger the bubble, the more enemies, the more it stacks. The second is your ability strength, because down there at the bottom, you can clearly see the damage increase is a percentage, 49% per enemy. So that goes up with ability strength. So you kind of want as much ability strength as you can get without giving your range. You want the range. Other than that, Prime Sure Footed's really good. Keeps you from getting knocked down. You will get hit occasionally. And there's 2 subsumables that I use for this build. Bright Bonnet's really good if you're trying to augur. So we got 120% augur between that and his sidearm. So 120% of 77.5 energy is, you know, you cast 2, 3 shrooms and you're done. Like, you can shield get yourself pretty easy on that. And with energy mushrooms, it's you can just keep spamming. So it's a good build. I use the exact same thing, except I also change the subsumable. You can use master summons because you use shade, so you can go invisible even when you're not in your limbo realm, and then you can use master summons to just resurrect him over and over and over, and he'll resurrect you when you're down. So I mean, that's a really good survival trick. You don't spam as much, so you don't get as much return from your augers, but it's all about timing. Other than that, it's just have as much energy as you can, regenerate as much energy as you can, or have mushrooms. Build's pretty similar on either end, and it works really well. Other than that, I use the Latron as his main weapon. I use a stat stick for augers. I tried to make the sidearm any good. The Zima's really kind of sucks. And Lirak the Dark Dagger. Highly suggest using this on the build. You can shield gate yourself using melee attacks. And, you know, an extra 1,000 or 2,000% damage also applies to melee. Does beautiful things to you being able to slice everything up pretty quick. On the Ragtha, I use melee influence, shocking touch. That's just to spread the statuses on everything within 20 meters. Makes it really easy to keep yourself alive, especially with the unique trait. Highly recommend it. Other than that, that's Limbo.